Hey, Psychthougth fans. Here we are at the end of the week, and I thought, hey, what a better thing to do since we started off the channel with a video about history. That's the most ridiculous thing. I thought, hey, what if we basically did the week in history of psychology? Oh, now I know everybody's going, I don't know why I subscribed to this channel. I thought this was going to be more fun stuff. So we're going to talk about some of the major events that happened this week in psychology history, and that is the 18th to the 24th. So won't you sit back and join me as we kind of look at this week and what happened. Most people don't realize this, but this week in psychology history, in 1929, Congress founded the first federal drug treatment hospitals. It was located in Lexington, Kentucky, Tennessee. Whoa, there's an error. And I'm not even going to edit that out to show you that we're human here at this channel. But yes, it was at the U.S. Public Health Service Hospital in Lexington, Kentucky. Basically, at the time, it was called a narcotics farm. Why, that sounds kind of ominous, but it was. It was called a narcotics farm. There was one in Lexington, Kentucky, and also one in Fort Worth, Texas. The Lexington Hospital opened in May of 1935 and was probably the world's first facility of its kind, and it created an influence of addiction research and also the Addiction Research Center in 1948. The Fort Worth Hospital opened in November of 1938. So there you go. Now, if someone ever asked you about a narcotics farm, you'll be going, I know about that. In 1973, David Rosenpahl's article on being sane in an insane place was published in Science magazine. Rosenhan and 7 others gained admission to a mental hospital by imitating schizophrenic behavior. Once admitted, they resumed normal behavior, but found that the staff members could not detect their normalcy. The article is often cited in introductory psych textbooks. I love this. It's kind of like I want to do an article about prison, so I'm going to fake myself and get sent to prison for a couple of years and then tell everybody, I didn't do the crime, please let me out. It goes to show you that once you get put in a mental institution, it's hard to determine who is normal and who's not. And they had a hard time with that. And so the article is really groundbreaking. You should look it up and read it sometime. In 1938, the Journal of Parapsychology was first published at Duke University. Yes, parapsychology, the study of ESP, ghosts, and afterlife experiences, first came out during that time. In 1885, during this week, the term psychopath first appeared in print in its modern meaning. In an article by the Pall Mall Gazette, said in part, besides his own person and his own interests, nothing is sacred to the psychopath. And then after that, all the Friday the 13th movies started, because there was always a sociopath trying to kill you. Who would ever thought that? Now you know where that came from. Also during this week, we also know some really great birthdays. Wolfgang Kohler was born. Kohler was best known for his studies in insightful problem solving in apes and his role of shaping the course of Gestalt psychology. As you know, Gestalt is the German word for shape, where they came up with the concept, the parts are not greater than the whole. He won an APA Distinguished Scientific Contribution Award in 1956, and the first year he was awarded the APA presidency in 1959. Most of you might not know this, but Kohler was not the inventor of the commode and faucet that everybody knows really well. And lastly, in 1963, Albert Banderas, Dorothea Ross, and Sheila Ross, articles imitating the film mediation of aggressive models was published in the Journal of Abnormal Psychology. It makes me sad because this was basically the end of violent cartoons. So no more Bugs Bunny, and definitely no more Three Stooges. Yes, this research became most popularly known as the Bobo Experiment, or the Bobo doll experiment. Bobo was the shape of a doll that you could push over and it would come back up. In the experiment, the participants would watch a video of the adults just beating the crap out of this doll, and then they let the children go back into the room where the doll was, and guess what? Every child there beat on the doll viciously. Yeah. And it gave us a lot to kind of think about what the children are watching and how they imitate our behaviors. And you don't need to be told that if you have a small child and you've ever cussed in front of them. As soon as you say, never say this word again, they say it all the time. And that is the week in psychology history. There's a lot of other things, but I just picked out a couple of highlights of the things that I wanted you to know or hear about. If you're interested in any of these things, make sure that you look them up, write a comment down below. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification button. If you like, hit that like button. If you don't like us, hit the like button. If you have ugly comments, please put them down, because I'll read them and they'll keep me awake for 2 seconds at night. After all, it is psychology, and, well, you know, it is. So until next time, stay safe. See you then. Bye.